Hello and welcome. I'm Jennifer with Only in Sedona Yoga. Thank you so much for joining us for our Sober Saturday live stream. If you are new, what this is just 30 to 45 minutes of very gentle restorative yoga, all seated and lying down, followed by a body scan meditation inspired by the rotation of consciousness from the Yoga Nidra tradition. It's really intended to be deep healing, relaxing healing for your entire nervous system. You do not need to be on a recovery journey. It's for anybody of all ages, people just looking to relax. Although, if you are on a recovery journey, you may find that it helps. I am not a doctor, I am not a therapist. I want to be very clear, but I do know that this type of somatic therapy works because it worked for me when I wasn't expecting it to, and I didn't have anything else going on. There were no other little variables going on besides this. So, anyway, once we do get started with the flow, I do my best not to talk except to cue you so that you can fully immerse yourself in the meditative experience. So, I do my announcements here at the beginning. While I'm doing that, I invite you to get totally comfy. Pajamas are recommended. I had to do it today. Sometimes I wear regular yoga clothes so you can see better. I had to kind of get a little self-soothing today and wear my favorite new spring pajamas. And please surround yourself with cozy props. Any straps, blocks, especially squishy pillows, bolsters, warm blankets for the meditation, maybe even a favorite stuffed animal or two. As far as announcements go, we are almost ready to launch our little retreat here. We're very excited. We do not have our property listed yet on Airbnb. We're not actually even sure what platform we're going to go with for that yet. We're looking at maybe HipCamp even, some alternatives with that so we can have people who want to come in their own campers too. So even though that is not officially going yet, go to our websites, onlyinsedona.com or talktothemat.com. Our toll-free number's on there. If you are planning a trip to Sedona, give us a call. We will be doing some special introductory deals for people who do get out to us that way as kind of a thank you for watching the show. And if the dates aren't available on the dates when you are coming, that's okay. We have some other places we can recommend as well. As far as online content goes, look for our new Only in Sedona Mindful Kids program, which will be launching very soon. It's a 15-minute after-school program that's designed to help de-stress and relax little bodies and minds while also teaching emotional regulation skills that they can use for a lifetime along the way. And I'm going to be adding some content to my poor neglected Patreon account. If you'd like to support us on Patreon, of course, making this content isn't free. It is there in the links. And what I'm going to be adding there is just some more of my own story. And I'm also going to be adding some solo meditation. So look for that coming up soon. Lots of exciting stuff happening. But in the meantime, it's time to relax. So let's get to it. Let's talk to our mats. Find an all fours position to start warming up your joints and getting a little synovial fluid going. And all I'd like you to do is get a little bit wider than all fours and just start kind of moving your body around any which way. It doesn't have to look like anything fancy. Just kind of move those joints around, move your spine, maybe even curl your toes. Maybe you bring it in to more all fours. And take a leg out behind you and rock. Kind of stretch that calf dynamically. And switch sides. And come to all fours or some cat-cows. Mindfully uniting breath and body. I like to elongate my exhales slightly longer than my inhales. Check in with yourself. And practice that detachment. Not judging, just checking in with where you are physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. When you reach the top of your next cat, hold there, feel the muscles of your back fan open. And give me 1 or 2 barrel rolls. You do that by shifting your weight to one side, dipping down, shifting it to the other side, coming back up. Do that 2 or 3 times one way and then reverse it, please. And then come into a nice neutral spine right here. We're going to go into our first stretch that we'll be holding for a minute or two. We're going to do a thread the needle. One arm comes up. Feel free to use props if you wish. It's going to come beneath you. Feel free to keep your hips lifted high, or if you like, you can sink back. Either way is fine. One or two more breaths here, please. And as you slowly make your way out of this one, check in with that shoulder. Move around a little, maybe shift your weight from side to side, compare one side to the other. And we're going to come into a plank or a down dog next to get into our pigeon. So you might just switch to push up to a plank if you're on your bed already. If you're on a mat, you can take a down dog just long enough to liberate one of your legs. I like to do the same arm, same leg. Come into that pigeon. You can stay raised. You can put a nice smushy pillow here, hug a stuffed animal, or just come down. Take 1 or 2 more breaths, please. Take your time walking yourself out of this stretch. Come back to all fours. Maybe this time shift around, shift your hips around a little, kind of shake them out. Explore how that feels. Then we're going to get that thread the needle on the other side. So whichever side you haven't done, sink into stillness. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here, please. And again, coming out, shifting the weight, exploring how that feels. Before taking your plank or your down dog, just long enough to liberate the other leg for your pigeon or sleeping swan. Take 1 or 2 more breaths here. Once again, as you gently work your way out, come back to all fours. And just kind of shift those hips around, see how that feels. And then we're going to come to a seated position. Feel free to use props, sit on a pillow if you like. We're going to do a single leg forward fold, but we're going to do a slightly different foot position, and I want to show you options. If you can take this position, it will help you get into our half saddle next. But if that's too much, please take a regular Janu, placing the palm of your foot towards the inside of the thigh, and say hi to Squeaks, our yoga cat who's coming to join us. Hooray! But from here, before we go back, we're going to go into a seated forward fold. You may wish to use a prop against your belly as well. And breathe. Take one or two more breaths here, please. And if you're already in this position, take your time coming out. Check in with your spine. Maybe you want to do a little gentle twist to either side. Now, options for half saddle. You can just stay sitting here. You don't have to come back, but if this is too much, please feel free to lay on your side and just grab that ankle. You can also lay on your belly and stretch your ankle back that way. Whichever is right for your body today. Every body is different. Every day is different. Please be good to you as you breathe and be. Take one or two more breaths here, please. And take your time coming out of this one, especially if you're laid back. Do so however your body tells you to. And when you get here, take a minute to just kind of mindfully explore the blood rushing back through that leg. Maybe windshield wiper it out a bit. Whatever you feel called to do. Before gradually making your way to the other side. And remember, we're going to start with the forward fold. And remember, you can change the foot position, taking Janu if that's more comfortable today. Take one or two more breaths here, please. And then slowly come up and with infinite self-compassion, come into the version of half saddle that works for your beautiful and unique body. Take one or two more breaths here, please. And again, take your time coming out. Tune into how that feels as the blood comes back to that leg. Introduce gentle movements. Check in with yourself. And I do have to apologize if there's any background noise. Like I said, we are working on the retreat, so you might hear a little noise in the background. I apologize. But then come on forward to sit. We're going to do some seated twists. We're not going to hold these very long, but just to limber up your spine. Take a nice deep breath overhead. And then turn and twist towards whichever leg is in front. Just take a couple breaths here to limber up that spine. And then deepening this just a bit, we're going to turn it into a mat seat twist, although you can stay there if you want. If you want, take the bottom leg under, and the top knee comes up and crosses. That back arm is a second spine, and you just hug this front knee. Little deeper twist for a few breaths. Come out of that, switch the direction of the cross of your legs. Other leg in front. Deep breath, inhale, and twist to that side. And when you're ready, if your body calls you to do so, deepen this into a mat seat twist. And as you come out of this one, we're going to take our cobbler's pose. So you're going to bring the palms of your feet together. You may wish to sit on a pillow or bolster or stay flat, whatever your body calls you to do. You can have the feet closer in or further out. Find the expression of the pose that works for you today. If you feel tempted to explore in these poses by moving a bit, feel free. And just take one or two more breaths here. Gently walk yourself up. Just take an easy seat again before we go to the next pose, releasing your neck a little bit. Let your chin drop to your chest and reunite your breath and body as you just gently shift either ear toward either shoulder without going beyond the shoulder. Maybe extending the arms, really feeling that stretch in the upper back. And chin back down to center. And lift up. And preparing to take it down on your back. Ensure you have room to lie back. Give yourself space to work, to move. And we're going to take that pigeon and make it supine. Crossing one ankle over the opposite leg. You might feel enough here. Coming back if you feel called to do so. Take one or two more breaths here, please. And as you come out of this one, this leg that was crossed is going to come up for a single leg stretch, or if you like, as an alternative, you can take a little half happy baby. This bottom leg can fall out, stay up, extend, play with it. Tune into your interoception. What is your body telling you it needs? Move that way. Take one or two more breaths, please. And from this pose, I'd like to invite you to take any version of a supine twist you'd like. You can extend one leg and cross. You can drop both knees. You can even crisscross like an office chair. Whatever feels right. And you can use a bolster under those knees to support your low back. Take one or two more breaths, please. And check in with yourself as you make your way out of this one. Just come back to your back and check in for a second. Invite any movement that feels right. We're going to get that whole sequence on the other side, starting with that supine pigeon, taking the expression that feels right. Take one or two more breaths here, please. And as you come out of this one, remember your next pose is that single legs up the wall or a half happy baby, playing with the leg position if you like. Take one or two more breaths here, please. And then make your way to that supine twist, however you feel called to do so. Take one or two more breaths here, please. And as you make your way out of this one, I'd like to invite you to take any final resting pose that feels comfortable to you, whether that be Shavasana or another posture that feels right. You can curl up for sleep. Your job right now is to see to your comfort, checking in with your body, checking in with how you feel, asking yourself what you could do to become even 1% more comfortable, 1% more self-compassionate. And take the time to do that for yourself now with self-love and compassion. Surround yourself with pillows. Cover up with a blanket. And tune in to the natural rise and fall of your chest and belly as you inhale and exhale. You don't need to try to change your breath, simply observe. And you may find that the mere act of tuning into your breath starts to slow it down and starts to regulate your inhales and exhales. As you once more check in with your physical self and channel your awareness, the energy of awareness through your body, starting with the tip of your right thumb, your first finger, second, third, and pinky finger, the palm of your right hand, and the back of your right hand, your wrist, forearm, elbow crease, upper arm, and shoulder, your shoulder blade, your collarbone, the side of your neck, and relaxing your jaw. Shifting your awareness now to the tip of your left thumb, first finger, second, third, pinky, the palm of your left hand, the back of your left hand, wrist, forearm, elbow crease, upper arm, shoulder, shoulder blade, collarbone, the left side of your neck, and relaxing your jaw. Tracing your awareness around the outside of your left ear and the outside of your right ear. Drawing your awareness together and tracing the base of your skull. Running fingers down with awareness down your backbone. Starting with your cervical vertebrae. The large first vertebrae at the top of your or base of your neck. Your thoracic spine, sensing the vertebrae attached to each rib. Into your lumbar spine and the base of your spine. Tracing your awareness around your sacrum, sensing both sit bones, your right hip, upper thigh, knee, lower leg, and ankle. The heel of your right foot and the sole of your right foot. The top of the foot, your big toe, second, third, fourth, and pinky toe. Drawing your awareness back to the base of your spine, to your left hip, upper thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle. The heel of your left foot, the sole of your left foot, the top of your foot, your left big toe, second, third, fourth, and pinky toe. Drawing your awareness back to the base of your spine, sensing your base chakra, moving your awareness to your lower belly, to the space between your navel and solar plexus, to your heart center, and the base of your throat. To your temples, right and left, and the space between your temples. The crown of your head, sensing any last bit of tension, leaving your forehead, leaving the tiny muscles around your eyes, leaving your jaw and mouth to relax. Inhale as you sense the entire right side of your body, from your toes to your fingers to the crown of your head. And then breathing awareness into the left side of your body, from your toes to your fingertips to your head. Sensing the whole of yourself as you breathe. And returning your awareness to your inhales and exhales as you count your way backward from 24. Consciously now slowing the breath, elongating each exhale. And observing the relaxation in your body. If you wish to sink into sleep, please do so. If you choose to return to the world, take your time, wiggling your fingers and toes, stretching yourself long, arms overhead. And taking time, coming back to the world around you, blinking your eyes open, and giving yourself a few moments to sit before rejoining the hecticness of daily life. Please have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for sharing this sacred time with Only in Sedona Yoga. Have a great rest of your weekend, and namaste.